Oh, hiya! Today is Kids Saturday, Psalm 28. And Psalm 28 starts with these words. To you, Lord, I call. You are my rock. And when I read those words, I immediately thought of a story that Jesus told. He told this story of two different people. And both of them were building. Both of them were on a building project because they both wanted to build a house in which they could live. And one of them, he chose a rock to build his house on, and the other chose sand to build his house on. Now, I don't know whether you know anything about building, but you know, if you know anything, you need to get strong foundations. The foundation is the bit that everything else is built upon. And if you want a strong house, you need to start with strong foundations. And so when Jesus told this story, he said one of them chose strong foundations, the other chose sand, which was never really going to work for building a house on. But then, at the end of the story, Jesus said, the one who built his house on the rock, his house stood firm when the storms and the rain and the wind came. I don't know whether you had storms where you lived over the last couple of days, but we had thunder and lightning and the rain was coming down. But you know what? Our house is still standing. But the other man in our story, he built his house upon the sand. It looked good on the outside. It probably looked as good as the guy who built his house upon the rock. It might even have been easier to build. It probably didn't take quite as long because he didn't have to worry about those foundations. But the problem was that when the wind came and the rain fell, the house came tumbling down. You might know the song about building a house on the rock instead of on the sand. But you know what? When Jesus finished his story, he said the wise man who builds his house upon the rock is the one who builds his life upon God's word. And today in our Psalm 28, it talks about the fact that we should build our lives upon the rock. And the Bible also tells us, by the time we get to the New Testament, that Jesus himself is God's living word. So in other words, if we want to build our house upon solid foundation, we're going to build it upon Jesus himself. I hope that you have a great day today. And I hope your house is firmly built on strong foundations. But even more importantly, I hope that you build your life on firm foundations of God's word and his amazing love for you. Have a great day. And don't forget, don't let your house go down.